Greetings, comrades. My name is Gigantals, and today is day 14 of Lent. And so it's not like it's been much of a struggle, really. I'm not sure if that's because I'm either used to not eating a lot of food, or or if because I've been eating a lot of food anyway because of my geology trips to Lulworth Cove and the Isle of Wight, that I may not they may just not be feeling as hungry because I've been eating a lot to try and keep up my energy. One of the things I can say though is that the coronavirus certainly is having its effect here in the place I live, and you can see you can see some people and they got like protective masks on their faces and everything. Now people seem to be joking about what the coronavirus is going around. Also, I just went shopping like around an hour ago. I went to the shops. I went by Tesco, and they were empty. There were empty aisles and everything, like empty shelves. It was annoying. As you can see from here, there's clearly no toilet paper, which is fun. I have enough toilet paper. Fortunately, there's just toilet paper and kitchen roll gone, which is annoying. I went early. Like I went at 9. I went at 9 in the morning, which is quite early considering it only opens at 8 or something. Well, no, 8. No, probably a bit earlier, but it's just early for me. Yet there was barely anything there, which was quite a surprise for me. Also, you see, I eat a lot of spaghetti, and so I went to the pasta section. There was barely any pasta left. There was very, very few gnocchi, which is a bit of a shame. I mean, fortunately, the good news about that is after looking, okay, no, hold on. Fortunately, after looking, I did find a packet of gnocchi, which is good, and also found this little mini gnocchi thing with cheese, which sounds real nice. I just stocked up a bit on food really. Also, I was trying to look for spaghetti, but there was none left. So instead of getting the my normal spaghetti I get, I was forced to buy a much better quality, a bit more like twice as expensive spaghetti alternative, which I'll be honest, looks very nice. So it was a bit more expensive than usual because the problem is when the coronavirus is going around, people are afraid of quarantine, so they start buying a ton of food to get stuff. But then the shops can't keep up. So then our stock getting empty, and then people are like, we're losing food. So then they go and get all the stuff they can, and then that causes a vicious positive feedback cycle, in which now the shops are struggling to keep up with orders. Like when I was looking for the pasta, they said in order to make sure there's enough for everyone, we will not let you buy more than 5 packs. Which goes to show just how many people must have come in to buy all that spaghetti and stuff, because there's none left. And it was a bit of a shame, really, because I have to get more expensive stuff because all the stuff I normally get is gone. Although I have heard apparently because there's less and less food available now, and people are robbing. They're robbing like vans and stuff, going to and delivering like sanitizers and soaps and equipment and stuff that are going to hospitals because so they can get it for themselves, which is they're completely disgusting and horrible behavior because you're literally stealing from the sickest of people who need that stuff for your own selfish gains. I mean, I bought a little bit more than I normally do, but that's because I'm not buying anything en masse. I'm just stocking up a little bit at a time, and there's nothing wrong with that. I make sure that there's always enough to go around. Like even with the expensive pasta, I make sure there's some left because it's not like I'm going to eat 20 packets of pasta in a week. But you just said these people are incredibly selfish. They just go around and completely disregard for everyone else. Like I was a bit concerned when I was going shopping that when I went to get when I was going to get my stuff, I was putting some things in the bags in my hand, some things in my backpack because I was afraid that someone may try and steal my bags from me because of the food I have in them. They wouldn't see the food inside them, but I was just afraid that someone would try and steal the stuff. Fortunately, it hasn't got to that stage yet. I only completed half my shop, and that's because the basket was physically getting too heavy for me to hold. So a little bit later in the week, I probably have to go back and get more stuff. But if it does get to the point of quarantine, not much I can do really, but just finish off any and just make sure I have enough food in the meantime. Um, Maybe try time to try online shopping, and if I mean, I should be fine, really. I mean, one of the problems that they initially did consider was if the coronavirus did ever get to my city, do I stop fasting for Lent? And the biggest point, then this was the big problem a couple of weeks ago because I still had my cold, and I knew, yeah, and I wasn't sure if my body was, had actually defeated the cold. I just had some symptoms to go to the final stuff, or if I was still like, just barely halfway through the cold. Because the last thing I need is to still have my cold when I catch the coronavirus, because it's inevitable. And so I decided that if the coronavirus does enter into my city, I had to hold off my fast for a bit, but that's just common sense. And I mean, the cold's gone, so that's good. But yeah, so which I have a plan on my own. But anyway, the good news about fasting is that you don't eat as much, right? So fortunately, that means I'm just gonna have a lot more food hanging around for a bit. So I've probably got enough food in my house to keep me going for I mean, milk, stuff like milk, which comes in fresh, like fresh food, fresh fruit. There's always that in the shops. You can always find that. So if I just went to get our milk every couple of days or something, well, or whatever, other than that, I should be fine for a couple of weeks, which is good. Um, and if anything, I got online shopping. I can just get my friends to come up here, drop stuff outside my door, and then I just slowly open the door without breathing out, drag the stuff in, and close the door. So I'm doing all these hand gestures, and you can't see. So I open the door, I drag the stuff in, and I close the door. Just like I'm getting quarantined. I mean, I hope it doesn't come to this, but there's no harm in preparing for the worst. But again, don't be selfish, people, when you do go get stuff, because I did read a story about this old man. He'd been to 3 shops already, and he was trying to find the most basic of things that he needed, like toilet paper and kitchen roll and pasta. But because people had been incredibly selfish, they had just taken everything, and because of that, there was none left for him. He had to go to like 3 different shops, and he was very upset about that, which is a bit of a shame. So, I mean, do I have enough stuff? Yeah, I've got plenty of kitchen roll. Yeah. So all of you out there who are preparing for potential quarantine, don't be selfish. Take what you need, but it maybe a little bit more, but make sure you do it over time so that it doesn't massively impact people. Yeah, that's day 14 of Lent, people. So just preparing for the coronavirus, stocking up on food, knowing that I probably can't that if the odds are in my favor, then I can't eat all that food anyway for a while. But just good luck to everyone out there. Good luck with your Lent. Hoping you guys are still keeping up with that. Make sure you do stock up a little bit on things that you will need, as I'm trying to do, and hopefully by day 21, nothing bad will have happened, and still be continuing the fast and no coronavirus here. Yeah, good luck, guys.